a.m. on a Tuesday. A tall, thin figure standing under the flickering streetlight at the end of Harrison Lane. His arms hung limp at his sides, but his mouth, stretched too wide, teeth too white, was smiling. Not a natural smile. A rictus grin like his cheeks had been slit ear to ear. At first I thought it was a prank, but then he started following me. Every night, no matter which route I took home from work, he'd be there, not moving, not speaking, just watching, smiling. I called the police. They found nothing. No footprints where he stood, no records of anyone matching his description in the area. Then, last night I saw him in my backyard, his face pressed against the glass of my kitchen door. His grin widened when he saw me looking. This morning, I found a single word scratched into my front door. Soon. Part 2. The next update reveals the man is now inside the house, whispering from the fence. The protagonist finds Polaroids under their bed, photos of them sleeping, with the smiling man crouched in the corner of each frame. Final update. The protagonist vanishes. Their last post is a shaky video of their own bedroom door creaking open in the dead of night, with a distorted voice humming a nursery rhyme. The screen cuts to black as something steps inside. When the Forsters moved into the abandoned house next door, I thought nothing of it, until I noticed they only came out at night. At first, it was small things. Lights flickering at 3 a.m., their silhouettes standing perfectly still in the windows, their black car silently pulling in and out of the driveway before sunrise. I told myself they were just night owls. Then, the noises started. Low, guttural whispers through the walls, scratching inside the vents, and worst of all, knocking, not on the door, but on the shared wall between our houses. 3 slow, deliberate knocks, every single night. I finally confronted Mr. Forster, a gaunt man with 2 wide eyes. He smiled without moving his lips. "We just want to make sure you're still there." That is when I found the crawl space in my basement, the one that didn't leak. When I turned 30, I achieved a milestone I had long worked toward, buying my first house. It wasn't extravagant, and the neighborhood wasn't the best, but it was mine, and I was proud. The neighbors, much to my surprise, were mostly welcoming. A few even invited me over for dinner, a gesture I wasn't accustomed to after years of apartment living. But not everyone was as friendly. 2 houses down lived a man in his 50s who quickly became a nuisance. Every other night, often at unreasonable hours, he would knock on my door with bizarre requests: spare bread, a bucket of water, even money. I tolerated it at first, but after repeated disturbances, I stopped answering. Yet the knocks continued. Then, one night, everything changed. Around midnight, another knock came. I planned to ignore it, but when I peeked through the peephole, the man looked frantic. Against my instincts, I opened the door. "Can you come over and show me how to use my new grill?" he asked. Midnight grilling. Strange, but I agreed, thinking it would only take a few minutes. After slipping on my shoes, I walked to his house. His backyard was pitch black, and there was no grill in sight. Worse, he was nowhere to be found. Only his open back door. A muffled voice called from the basement. "I'm down here. I need help getting meat from the freezer." My skin prickled. No lights were on in the entire house. When I asked him to turn one on, he claimed they were broken. That's when I knew something was horribly wrong. "I think I'm just gonna go," I said. The second the words left my mouth, heavy footsteps sprinted up the stairs. I bolted, barely making it inside before slamming and locking my door. Peering through the curtains, I saw nothing, just darkness. Too shaken to call the police. What would I even report? I stayed inside except for work. A week later, I confided in a neighbor who stared at me in disbelief. That house has been abandoned for 2 years, he said. The police found nothing inside. No grill, no man, no signs of recent habitation. I moved out soon after. To this day, I don't know who or what that man was, or what he truly wanted from me that night. All I know is that I escaped something I still can't explain.